All right, let's get this party started.
Oh, are we live? Are we good?
We are live. Going live.
Oh, there it is. Boom, boom.
Oh, did you get the notification this time?
Notification. Boom.
Sweet.
Looks like we got it dialed in.
Let us know if you guys can hear the audio okay. Just leave a comment. We got the microphone hooked up, so everything should be working good, but just got to double check.
Yeah, just definitely. Oh, there we are. We got
What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Hopefully the day's going well for you.
First one in. Oh, Charles, he's second.
Oh, third.
No, he's second, right? Oh, he's third. You're right.
Charles, what happened,
Charles,
dude?
you're third. You're slipping.
Your rankings.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Sam?
Very live.
Very live. All right,
That's
good.
funny. We just got done playing some golf. We were up in San Marcos. I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram, but if you do, you probably saw the little live feed that we had going on. Had some fun up there. We streamed about 6 holes. So that was pretty fun.
we went for a while. It's the longest we've ever done. I think 2 or 3 holes we did live one other time, but 6 holes was a lot. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. Instagram actually shut us down. We got like this little notification at the top that it's like stream going offline in 30 seconds. So that's a first.
Yeah, for sure. Michael asked about my driver length. I said, you've been killing your driver lately. Are you playing that at standard length, or did you take some length off? Actually, I added a ½ inch. It might even be a full inch longer, but I know it's like a ½ inch. So whenever I did the testing, the numbers just worked out to go for the longer shaft, which made no sense to me, and even the fitter was kind of curious on how that worked, but the numbers didn't work out. I wasn't hitting the shorter one as good, and typically I like a 44.5, so this is a whole inch longer than what I normally have.
Agent C said, Mike, we are twins. Got the same hat going today.
Nice. Yeah, these hats are awesome. I love them. I hope you guys all love them. Marco did a great job, and his brother ended up doing the logo, and they turned out fantastic.
Yeah, they've been super comfortable, and we've had a lot of good feedback on them. So
they're good quality.
Yeah.
We should have the ball markers in for you guys either today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll probably put them up on the site. So maybe early next week, take a look.
And thoughts on Jordan Spieth? You know, he's 5 under right now. I think tied for the lead. I love seeing that. Love seeing the U.S. guys play well over there. I don't know, it's just cool to see him at the top of the leaderboard. I think Kuchar's up there, and who else was it?
You know, I haven't
Koepka.
checked.
I think Koepka's at the top. So really cool. Hopefully they can just keep it going through the weekend and finish out strong and get a little U.S. win. I know there's a UK guys in the room, but you know, we like to see the guys from the side of the pond.
They always think that we can't go over there and play. Like we don't have the games to.
Well, I think they think you and I can. Maybe the pros.
Oh, maybe.
It's a different perspective.
Well, it seems like the Americans always have a disadvantage because you know they play over there all the time. But we also got some tough courses in some areas of the country that can, you know, mimic some of those courses. So you know, we still got game.
What's up from Sweden? What's up, Anton, Lane, David, Jonathan? Thank you guys all for joining us today. It's yeah, we love doing these streams with you guys, as you know, so always appreciate you guys jumping in, even if it's for a little while with us. First time watching the live feed, well, welcome, Jacob. We wanna welcome you here to the live feed, and you get to ask us questions, and we just talk about whatever's going on in our games, what we're doing. It's pretty much open forum, so yeah, let it rip in the comments.
Davis asked, why'd you golf so early? So we could come back and see you guys.
Yeah.
You know, so we're trying to coordinate our schedules around the live feed. I've got practice with the kids at 3:30, so and he's got to get back to work and his family. So we played early this morning, and yeah, had a great time.
How did we play? Mike played great. He finished super strong on the back. Ended up shooting 71, which if you guys were watching the live stream, he called it. So he shot 1 under out there. I ended up firing an 82. I went 42 on the front, 40 on the back. I started off really bad, even though I had a couple birdies in the beginning, but then in the back it was just a handful of bogeys and missed a short birdie putt. And yeah, I haven't picked up a club in about a week now.
Since last week.
And we didn't practice at all when we went out there.
Warm up.
So we just took a swing, and honestly, I didn't really feel comfortable in the first few holes. Some putts went in, which was nice, but it was just a decent day for me. But it was nice to see Mike hit some close and hit some good shots in there. So
yeah, he had a couple birdies though in the first 5 or 6 holes. So he started off pretty good, and he was only 1 back, but he had a lost ball and just kind of took him out of it.
Lucas is asking how much are the stickers. They're $8 for a 3-pack, or if you order a hat, I'm just throwing a sticker in with the hats, so that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, and I'll probably, if you guys order a ball marker too, I'll probably start throwing them in with those as well. So
Yeah.
what are our handicaps? What are you playing to? 1?
Yeah, I'm a 1.
About a 1. I'm at a 3.7 right now, so
Trending down.
well, we'll see. I put this score in and still it didn't change at all. So we'll see which way
But
it's going.
his bad scores are 82 now. So
Yeah.
shot my first under par round today, 70 -2. Nice, Davis. Good job,
dude. Love hearing that. Are we gonna make head covers? It's not really on the radar right now. We're kind of just trying to figure out the shirts and the ball markers and all the stuff that we have and managing it. Because right now I'm kind of keeping some of the stock in my house. If there was a company like that we're working with for the shirts, we have another company that does all the printing and can do all the fulfillment and the shipping and everything. That makes it a lot easier. But I don't know that exists for head covers. So we'll see. Maybe in the future.
Jake Cox asked, is it harder to get tour sauce playing the big draw mic? Yeah, of course. I do not have a lot of spin on my ball, so I stick to what I know, and it's playing it right to left. And for me, I'm pretty good at eliminating the right side, and I think that's the key to golf. So yeah, but you won't spin it as much on firm greens. You have to act accordingly, and make some adjustments and land it a little bit, in front of the pin.
Clay mentioned that we fixed his driver. I don't know if you helped him or I helped him.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've both been kind of helping people out on Instagram, sending us their videos and stuff like that. If you guys have questions for us too, we're always happy to help. Little tips here and there. Just hit us up on Instagram, send a video, and we'll try to give you, if we have the time, we'll try to give you a little help on there.
Scott said, Marco, you should grow the stash extra long.
So it's
It
extra
looks
creepy,
good, right? I like it.
This is about 4 days of not shaving.
Yeah,
so
it looks good.
Yeah. Best round you guys shot and where? Mine was at the farms. It was this year. I shot 75 out there, par 72. It's just a tough course. I've never shot anything under like 82 out there, so it was a phenomenal round for me. What about you?
I'm not proud to say that mine was at the DoubleTree, which is officially closed now.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it was still, but it was the course record. I shot 63 that day.
Have you caught any of the Open? I caught maybe 5 minutes while we were checking in at the golf shop at Twin Oaks today, and but we did go into a pool with a buddy and some other friends, so we do have some picks. I picked Justin Rose. I got Paul Casey. I got what's his name? Cabrera Bella. And I got Zach Johnson, who I think is like 5 over, and then I got the field. They're doing this one thing where you can actually pick the rest of the field. So
I got Kuchar.
Yeah, you got Kuchar.
I got Kuchar. I love that guy. He reinvented his swing. David said, would you recommend a custom fitting for irons to add a couple of inches to length if I'm 6'2"? It depends.
Yeah.
And, if you have long arms, you might not need to go an extra inch. I wouldn't recommend it unless you needed to. But if you're 6'2" and have shorter arms, maybe you should. But I think any kind of fitting is important for all your irons and even your driver and your 3-wood if you can.
Paxton asks, what's better, a hybrid or a 2-iron? For most people, it's going to be a hybrid. They're just a little bit easier to hit, especially out of rough. You can get a hybrid through the rough a little bit easier. Typically, they're a lot easier to get into the air as well. And yeah, so I think 2-irons are, for the most part, kind of a thing of the past, and they're typically harder to hit. Just like your 4 and 5 irons are usually harder clubs to hit. I think the same goes with the 2-iron. So I would go with a hybrid.
The Ezo9 says, love your vids. Thank you. What's the best golf ball on the market right now in your opinion? I think it's the TaylorMade TP5 personally. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to switch balls for a while. I'm stuck on those, and if you haven't played them, start playing them. A couple people on our channel switched, and it seems like they love them too. So, but TaylorMade is not sponsoring us. As a matter of fact, they don't have anything to do with us. So we're on hold right now.
How many times a week do we play? It's pretty much been once a week the last couple weeks. We did get into a pattern where we were playing about 2 times a week for a while, but now it's been pretty much once a week, and that's kind of part of the reason that you guys haven't been seeing as many Instagram updates and all that stuff. We just haven't been out that much.
Mallory said Mike will be a one handicap for the rest of his life, sandbaggers.
You're absolutely right, Charles.
Here's the thing,
You will never
Charles.
change.
Whenever you play in like an event that we're going to play in September, you know, there are a lot of guys that are sandbaggers. And, you know, I used to be a +1, +2, and I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to give away that many shots to the field, so I changed my handicap to a 1.5, and it's stayed there ever since, and I'm not going to adjust it, you know, anymore. So I think that's fair, and it seems like everyone's adjusting, at least a couple. So
yeah, it's one of those things that's just hard to regulate, you know, and enforce. At my club, what they do is if you play around out there and you don't post your score, pretty much within like 24 hours, you get an email from them. They're like, hey, you forgot to post your score. They're like on top of it. But even if you post your score, obviously, you know, being honest with it, you know, juicing up your handicap and stuff like that is a thing that happens. So I don't think there's a perfect answer to it. For me, I post every score the way it is, and you know, if that's going to cost me in some of these, you know, these tournaments, then so be it. But I don't know, I'm just kind of straight edge like that. So
yeah, Marco's super honest, so anyone that plays with him will never call him a sandbagger, and obviously he's not with a 3.7. But for me, you know, I can have an off day. I can shoot 80 and I can shoot 70. So I feel like if I shoot 70, I should, you know, win. So, but if I shoot 80, then I deserve to lose. So.
Shot 70. How much are hats ever going to be a discount day? Hats are $35 right now. And the discount day, yeah, we'll probably do one. I think once we have the ball markers in, we'll start doing some kind of coupon codes. If you buy, you know, multiple things, we could definitely do that eventually. Just need to get some more items in there.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, I think we pay $30 for the hats and we sell them for $35. So it's not, you know, there's not a markup like a ton. So it's, you know, and he's covering the costs, and it's a couple grand. And
selling stuff so far has been pretty much a losing business. It's been negative ROI only because of the time invested. I mean, I got boxes around the house. I got to go and ship the stuff myself. So it's just been a big time suck in terms of like going and mailing out one or two things. We do it because we love you guys and we want to have the merchandise and we like it and we know that it's an investment into the future. But so far, it's kind of been a waste of time. But you know, we're investing in the future and we're okay with that, and hopefully you guys understand that. Tips for a consistent setup? What do you got?
For me, I like to keep it super simple. I don't like to overthink it. For the longer irons, I play it a little bit further up in my stance, whatever you feel comfortable with, but definitely in front of middle. And then for the shorter irons, I like to play it middle. And as far as my driver, inside my left heel, 3-wood inside my left heel, rescue inside my left heel, and then try and get my feet lined up proper. So yeah.
Chris Baker's watching from 35,000 feet in JetBlue, so that's awesome. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Dude, that's so cool.
Up in the sky, represent, love it.
Gavin asked, Mike, how does the high school team you coach do usually in season? Our team's pretty good for the girls. Usually we're top 5, top 6 in the county. We've got some of the best golfers around as far as like quality with Torrey Pines and
they got the best coach in the county for sure.
Thanks. And for the boys, we're always top 15. We've got some really good competition, but I think this year we're going to crack the top 10. So I'm going to call it right now. I think we'll be. My goal is top 8, and if we can make it to the second day of CIF, that'd be really awesome. And I think we can do it this year. So my goal will be second day of CIF and number 8 in the county.
Favorite golfer to watch and why? I don't know that I have like one favorite to watch. I just like seeing them hit unique shots. So I kind of like seeing them get into a little bit of trouble and then execute those kind of, you know, big slices, big hooks, you know, hitting those little punch shots. I always like it when they have to get creative and they're not just hitting in the middle, you know, playing boring golf as they call it, middle of the fairway, hitting the green. You know, that's all great, but I like to see these guys suffer a little bit just like us. It's more relatable.
Yeah, everybody's got to scramble, you know, it's part of golf. Best tip for hitting out of the sand bunker. I'm really struggling. Okay, so we don't do a ton of tips, but my recommendation is open up your stance, open up the club face, hit 2 inches behind the ball, and bend your knees and keep your head still.
And that's for green side, right? Not
green
fairway.
side.
Yeah, the tip he just gave you, he didn't say.
Okay.
But green side bunker, exactly what he just said. Open up your stance, chunk and run it. Hit it two inches behind and just get that ball out. For fairway shots, I personally try to thin ball a little bit.
Pick it.
It's just try to pick it clean, which for me is easy because I'm a picker. But if you're someone that takes a divot, then maybe just making that adjustment to kind of not stay down on it quite as long. Just come up a little bit and pick it up, and you'll get that ball right out. So
yeah. Have you guys ever taken or put any thought into taking an aim point or aim point express course? No. Don't want to think about it. The less I know, the better. I'm just going to stick with what works for me, and that's just feel. How about you?
Not really interested in it. I'm more of a feel kind of putter. I go out there, I look at the green, I try to just kind of get a sense of where the water is draining. The way that I look at putts is I imagine myself dumping a bucket of water on the line of my putt, and which way is that water going to go? Someone once mentioned that tip, and that's all I think about. So I'm like, which way is the water going to drain to? And if there's an ocean like we have out here, things tend to go towards the ocean. I try to be mindful of that if we're playing on the coast. But field putting, like I said, just pick out a general area. I don't pick out a specific spot usually. It's more like a general area for long putts. If it's a shorter putt, you get more specific, and then just get up there and hit it. Don't overthink it.
Coolest place you've ever played golf? For me, I'm going to say Kapalua. It was probably the most epic golf course I've ever been on, with scenery and the ocean and just the ambiance. Just everything was pretty special for me.
Yeah, Spyglass for me. Just being on the water, going back into the woods, seeing the deers, the squirrels playing around, and just like experiencing, the water, the ocean crashing, and then going to like dead silent in the middle of the trees was just so diverse and so fun. So.
Gavin asked, Mike, will you ever do or try a U.S. Open qualifying? We've talked about it. I'm still not 100% convinced that I'm good enough to do it. So I'm gonna have to continue to play a little bit better to convince myself. I need to shoot in the 60s out there. And right now I feel like I'm a low 70s player, but I'm gonna have to step up my game a little bit and be a little more consistent with my irons. My driver's doing good, my short game's pretty good, and my putting's coming around a little bit, but my iron play is horrific.
Most embarrassing shot you've hit in a pressure situation last few years?
I don't know.
We try to forget them, right? Like once you hit a bad shot, it's almost like just put it out of your mind, because
I feel like the more pressure though, the better we do.
I think you definitely. I think I've had situations where I've maybe like topped a ball and stuff like that, but it wasn't necessarily in a pressure situation. It was more I just hit a bad shot. So I don't think we get into a ton of tournament play to where we can really say that we have even a lot of shots to recall on. I mean, when was the last tournament thing we did?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we did one at Santa Luz probably like early last year, and it was the member guest thing, and we ended up winning that. Remember those guys that were talking crap to us?
Yeah.
They started off all high. The guy birdies the first hole.
No, he birdies the first two or three.
First two or three, yeah.
And the comment out of his mouth was,
got slapped
you
out.
can't birdie all of them if you don't birdie the first three. And I looked at Marco, and I think made a bogey. I was one or two over maybe. And
we were like three down as a team.
Oh, easily three down. And I said, listen, you and I are going to grind out this round, and we're going to beat these guys. And boom.
They just started making
I dropped a birdie on like 7 and 8, and then he had one on like 9, and then we just started grinding them out. And I think by the end we played really well. And we won.
I think by like 16 we were all tied up with them. And I remember like going into 17 we were at Santa Luz, and him and I just freaking put the foot down on them. And then they blew up on that par 3 on 17. One of the guys hit it out right. They made like the double bogey, and
one guy was a pro, and another guy was pretty close to being a pro.
Yeah.
So it felt good to take those guys down, and
that was pretty fun.
Fran asked, how many girls are you juggling at the moment, Mike? Marco, your life is over, so I don't ask. Not too many right now. I'm playing kind of a lot more golf and focus on my business and trying to stay away from girls right now, to be honest. So you guys should be thanking me, because that allows me to play more golf with him.
Leonard, yeah, you just you can just go and enter your handicap, just get the USGA.
You can go backwards.
Yeah, and just put in your scores if you have them. You can look them up in their directory there and find the score, find the tees that you played from, and if you put them in, you'll get your handicap. And then basically just, I get into a habit of just posting it after every round. I just drop it in there and it'll tell you which way you're trending and stuff, and then you'll know. And I think you could sign up, I want to say it's for free to get a handicap.
I think it's like $35.
35, okay.
I think it's 35 maybe to get it done. I'm not gonna read that one. Are we gonna play in England? You know, we're still not sure. Maybe sometime next year. Still kind of waiting on an invite, and you know, for right now, we're just staying here.
Hill Murray says, I'm a 13 handicap. Should my next set of clubs be custom fit? I think so. You're good enough. 13 handicap is a solid. You have a consistent game, and go get a good fitting, and you know, you should only help you.
So the best coach in San Diego County, Tim Steigerwald, is in the live chat. He said T1 for best coach. All right, I'll take that. He won the CIF title this year. He's right up the street from us. So big congrats to him winning his first title. He's going to win it again this year. We're going to call him the double champ, and he's awesome. So
Dash is asking if we're planning to play Torrey Pines North anytime soon. We actually went to make a tee time out there to play today, and it was booked up until 5 p.m.
Doesn't anybody work?
And we have like the login for San Diego residents, so we can get in there and actually make an online reservation. But it's one of those things you just got to like stay on top of those tee times and I don't know when they open it up. So the answer is hopefully soon, but I don't know when.
Gene asked, when you aim with your draw or fade, do you look at the landing spot or where the ball flight goes? Okay, so I pick out my target, and then I draw an imaginary line to like a piece of grass right in front of my golf ball. And then I get my club face and I get it squared up with the ball and then that line. And then I take my stance and then I check my ball position. So for me, I just draw that imaginary line, and if it's like a bunker on the right, then I focus on the bunker on the right. I don't worry about the ball flight, but I have a feeling I'm going to play the draw. So,
you know,
so I won't miss it out to the right. So if
100%.
I do aim at it, it won't go to the right. It'll just go at the bunker if I hit it straight, and then a little bit left of the bunker, if, you know. So.
But you aim, like say you're not trying to avoid anything, you usually aim at the pin, right, and then just rely on the draw?
No, I actually aim a little bit right of the pin for the swoop.
Okay.
So I'll pick out a target a little bit right of the pin, so I don't take aim at the pin.
Got it.
So
Mike saying, are you guys selling the Golfholics stickers? We'd love to put one on my Mac as well. Yeah, we are. Just go to shop.golfholics.com. I think there's a link down in the description as well. And we got everything that we have for sale in the store.
But if you buy a hat, Marco's going to throw in some stickers.
Buy a hat, get some stickers.
So buy a hat. That's really the way to do it, you know.
I think we're out of the black and the white hats, just so you guys know. I think we only have the grays left and only a few of them left. And then we got a bunch of the blue ones left. I think we have the black and the white in smaller sizes, but not in the large ones, so.
Does the high school you coach at play Carlsbad High School in La Costa Canyon? We do play La Costa Canyon, not Carlsbad High. The La Costa coach is super cool, and we always play.
What shoes are you guys rocking? Golf shoes. We both rock the Adidas shoes. Different models, but we love the Adidas shoes. And then
I think he's got the new model. I got the second newest.
I love the freshies.
He just can't contain himself. I usually skip a generation.
Yeah, I like nice clean shoes. What about off the golf course?
Adidas. I like Nike. I like Under Armour for shoes. I got Under Armour on right now. So my hamstring's a little tight right now from golf. Take it easy.
Greetings from Germany. What's up, KASP?
Ever played any Michigan courses? No, not yet. We're gonna go back and play in Chicago. So I don't think we're gonna make it to Michigan. We got so many courses there that we can play.
And probably the next place we'll go to, if we do take a trip, it'll be like Scottsdale or something that's a little bit easier for us to do close by.
We could drive or fly. Yeah. Kapalua in my backyard, shout out. Yes, love Kapalua.
Been playing with... So Chris Baker said he started implementing Mike's strong grip back to hitting more piercing draws. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to play a draw, look at Mike's swing. I mean, just look at the videos, look at his grip, and you guys can experiment with it, just like Chris was mentioning. Practice, try having it going like extremely strong like he does. He's like down here.
Who, me?
Yeah. But then if you rotate your hand, I guess for you guys it's your other hand. If you rotate, I'm left-handed. So if you rotate your hand, the more of a fade that you're going to play. And that's actually how I control fades and draws. Not that my swing is something you should copy, but if you want to play a draw, check his
swing
check
is
his
perfectly
out.
on plane all throughout the backswing, downswing. So yeah, you can copy it. Hang on. Mike and Marco just thought, what does it hurt to try and qualify? Look at Rick Shields and Peter Finch. They did not qualify for the Open, but they had a chance and to do it for fun. For me, I'm very honest with my own ability. So, for me to go out there and not qualify, it'd be a huge disappointment. I know it'd be a good experience, but I also have a lot of other things in my life that I have to do and focus on that take the responsibility. I don't just play golf for a living. So, for me to put in the time and energy and effort, and then have the ability and athleticism to qualify, there's a lot of things that have to happen. And for me, I don't know if I'm quite good enough, to be completely honest.
We think you are. just FYI, we think you are, but I think it goes back to the time commitment, and if you're going to do it, you're going to like focus 100% on it.
Right.
And then that's when the other stuff that you just mentioned, the business, personal life takes a hit, and that's a decision that only you can make, obviously.
And I think that one of the qualifiers here locally is in Verona, and they have really firm greens. And I have played well out there before, but those guys that go out there and play, they've played it 100 times. I've played it 3 or 4 times. So, I don't know the course as well as they do. And, firmer greens don't favor me.
Right,
but,
for sure.
We'll see. I haven't decided yet.
Hula Rock is asking our camera setup. So we got a GH5 that we're filming on exclusively. We got 2 of them. And then we have a prime lens, a Leica 12 millimeter. That we've been using, and then we have a zoom lens. It's also a Leica that's I want to say 14 to 60 millimeter lens or something like that. And we have another zoom lens, like a 100 to 300, but we pretty much never use that. So that's pretty much the camera setup these days. 2 GH5s.
Brad asked, do you guys use tees on par 3s? Most of the time I do. Wooden tees, don't use plastic.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to hit a knockdown, sometimes I try and put it on a nice grass lie. But for the most part, or if I have to take a couple yards off and I'm a little bit in between clubs, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, those plastic tees tend to just, they
don't do it.
Sometimes put some weird spin on the ball or just kill it. That's weird.
Never use a plastic tee.
Yeah. Love the woodies.
Your videos are amazing. Thanks, Will. Appreciate it. Chaw chill. Take it easy, buddy.
Why is Marco so bad?
He's a 3.7, and I'm willing to bet you he could probably slap you around on the golf course. So.
Mike's mom's in the house.
Oh my God, Mom, stop!
Hey, Mike, there's a nice girl out there for you. We believe that too.
Oh gosh,
Sure is.
Don't take pity on me, guys. I'm doing just fine.
He's enjoying himself. How old are you? I am 34. Just turned 34 last month.
I'm 37, about to turn 38. So I'm getting old. I know.
Next product in the store, anything in the works? Charles is asking. My brother's working on some more shirt designs, so we got those bad boys coming. And other than that, nothing else.
Will asked what our handicaps are. I'm a 1. He's a 3.7. When you putt, do you pick a spot on a foot or 2 in front of your ball? You know what? It depends on if it's a right to left or a left to right. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If it's straight ahead, I try and aim at like I draw an imaginary line always, but if it's like right edge, I'll visualize it, and then I'll get set up and I'll take a look at where I'm set up with my putter face, my feet, and then if I'm on line for where it is. But yeah, kind of.
We both took up golf in high school. Mike started as freshman in high school, and I started as sophomore.
More David Toms references than knockdowns in the last video. Yeah, sometimes. I can hit the high ball sometimes. It just it depends. Not a bunch.
Where'd you grow up in Chicago?
I'm from the south side, South Holland originally, and then I got family in Tinley Park, Orland Park, and Oak Lawn.
You come to South Florida, Blue Monster is waiting for you.
Ooh, I'm down.
Yeah, that would be fun. We're going to be down in Florida in December, but we're pretty much booked up with golf already.
We're maxed out. 4 days.
We'll have to go back out there. There's so many good golf courses in Florida, and it's a fun spot.
We can come back. Yeah, Florida's a great spot. When are you guys in Chicago? I'm actually moving there in a couple weeks, so probably next summer.
Frank says, Marco, I have a watermelon head like you. What size you wearing? Ordering all the colors ASAP. I wear the LXL, and I honestly don't have, I think I have a pretty much average size head. My wife's head, though, dude, it's crazy big, actually.
Really?
Yeah, we like measured her head once, and she was having a hard time fitting these hats. I don't know if it's all the hair or what. Love her to death, so don't get the wrong impression.
OMG, you're gonna hear about that later.
No.
The Ranch Golf Club in San Jose, California, one of the hardest courses in the Bay. Let me know and I can get you guys a discount. All right, cool, thanks. Yeah, we can make a trip up there at some point. Just keep in touch for sure.
You still play tournaments? Never really did. Well, I never really did.
I've been retired for over a decade. So yeah.
Teeny said, thanks for the hat, guys. You're very welcome. Have we ever played Bel Air CC? This guy's played it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a good course. I mean, it's nothing special. We've played better.
I played TPC Scottsdale. Gavin's saying we should play it someday.
Yeah, that's a course I want to play.
That is a sick course. I had a lot of fun out there. Pure. Yeah, it is. And when I played it was about 7 years ago, and I was not playing much golf then, and I remember just getting my butt handed to me out there, but it'd be fun to go out there again.
Yeah. Eric said, did you guys know FaZe Rug lives on Madera's golf course? You two with him and Nate Shot would be cool. Yeah, that'd be fun. I actually don't know who he is. I think we watched a short video of FaZe Rug. I don't know.
I went and looked him up. I don't know if he is a gamer, but I went and looked up his channel after someone mentioned it in one of our videos, and I saw his house video, and sure enough, it was on one of the holes that we played on. And when we were playing at Madera's, someone was flying a little drone out there. It wasn't like the big DJIs. It was one of those just like kind of like
it was him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like they were filming something out there.
Who else would be filming out there?
Yeah.
This place that I play has really fast greens. Any tips to keep putts close? Just shorten up your backstroke. I think less moving parts, less everything. Just kind of, solidifies your putting stroke, and it just makes it a little more simple. Nudaboo 1993 is asking, what do we do for a living? He's always wondering how we can play for $10 per shot. Well, it's not $10 per shot. It's always, every now and then we bet here and there. So usually, it's not more than like 30 or 40 bucks that someone loses. But we both own small businesses. Mike owns a limo company here in San Diego, and I own an online media company. And we're fortunate enough to be able to do these videos and still run our businesses at the same time. Divot tools on the way? No, I think we're gonna shut you guys down with the ball markers, the hats, the stickers. If we get some more demand, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if we see sales going up and things are moving, it makes sense to keep investing in that. But right now, it's been pretty slow. So. I designed a Going for the Make t-shirt design for you guys. Oh, what happened? Here, okay. How do you make it so it doesn't... Keep the cursor up here. Okay. What was it? Okay. Can I send you the design on it? Direct message on Instagram? Absolutely, Tim. We'd love to see that thing. If it's cool, we'll put it in production and get it on the site. And yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. Hey. Come play Carlton Oaks. God, remember we used to play down at that course. Yeah, Carlton Oaks is a Pete Dye special, and you can get tore up out there. I did play pretty well last time, but I feel like I can shoot 85 or play really well and shoot 75. Dude, we should do that one. That course. All right, Pete Dye is just such a, if you just miss just a little bit, he sticks it to you. Sean, hi from South Africa. What club would you use on a 200+ yard par 3 off the tee? Let's say there's no wind, there's no slope, it's just straight up 200 yards and the pin's in the middle of the green. I would probably hit, it depends on where I'm trying to keep the ball. It'd probably be a five iron or maybe a little knockdown 4. We had one today, it was 195 and we both hit 5 iron. We were pin high, so. Jake asked, when you go to Arizona, I recommend Greyhawk, yes, and True North, yes. You know your golf. Those are our top 3 courses that we want to play, so if anyone has hookups out there, definitely reach out. FaZe Rug is a gamer. Good to know. Used to be a trick shot on Call of Duty. Nice. Have him shoot him a message or ping him or something. If he plays golf, we should totally do it. I'm a 2-sport athlete, baseball and golf, 6 handicap. I'm hoping that golf is a fallback if I don't make it to college for baseball. Any tips on lowering my handicap? I was in the same predicament. I played a lot of baseball. My dad played professionally. I was a decent baseball player. And then I made the switch, and it was the greatest decision I made, because golf is something that you can play the rest of your life. Baseball, there's a lot of politics and who you know and this and that and injuries. And, for me, I'm just glad that I made the switch to golf. It was really hard for me because, baseball is everything I knew and golf was something new for me, but it was a good challenge. For me, to lower the handicap, chipping and putting. That's where all the money's made. And, just swing within yourself. Don't swing like an animal because you're a baseball player.
David said make poker chips. That's what we got coming. So
Yep.
check the website and you'll see the designs.
next
Did you
day
get all
too.
the colors? Like
No,
5
I
different
think-
colors?
I think I got a couple colors. I think I got four.
Oh,
Four
okay,
different
four.
colors,
Okay.
I think.
Bogey Golf Guy, what is your editing setup? Editing everything in Final Cut Pro and shooting everything in 4K. And then I'm using some LUTs, actually just one LUT that I pretty much use for all the videos to kind of give them a little bit more vibrant of a look, so that it's not, what you guys see isn't like the true out of the camera color. And I used to do a lot of color correction on the drone shots, but now with the new drone shots in 4K, there's not really much required. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I store everything to external hard drives, so I have like a 20 terabyte external that I'll just dump the files into, and then create proxy files from that, because you can't really edit 4K files raw. It's just, you need like a supercomputer. So that's pretty much the setup.
You returning to Kapalua soon? If you do, hit me up. I can get you guys on as my guest. Hula Rock, thank you. Yeah,
Appreciate
we were talking about coming out to Hawaii today.
Yeah.
We just feel like coming out, so we might make a trip out there. And if we do, let's keep in touch. I don't know if you follow us on Instagram, but if you do, send us a message, and we'll touch base. Doing the videos help keep your gambling a bit more under control sometimes. We spend so much money on golf, like what's an extra 40 or 50 bucks?
Yeah.
Definitely
Definitely makes us focus more with the videos and the gambling. Like gambling automatically makes you focus a little bit more, but knowing that it's going to be on video too makes you focus a little extra.
Take a drive south and play Baja Mar, just south of Rosarito. It's right on the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, that'd be
I did
sick.
play it one time. It is a fantastic course. We could totally do that if you want.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Might have to have an escort down there though. That's not safe.
If you were to play any course, where would you play? I mean, Augusta would be number one for me.
God, I'm gonna have to say Kapalua, just because I know it was amazing, and I would take that course over anything that I've ever played.
Surprising.
So I know. I'm sorry. I'll go with the views. I mean, Augusta's fantastic, but there's no views.
Bring back the sacks.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. Let me put. No, just kidding. Put it on right now. What gloves do we use? I have a TaylorMade and a Titleist glove, and those are. Sometimes I'll grab a FootJoy. It really doesn't matter to me. It's whatever they're selling in the shop at the time. I'll just grab one.
Jonathan asked, is it possible to upload a little earlier because I'm just about to go to sleep and then you upload? Keep up the good work. Come on, Jonathan. Listen, we're not going to do it according to your schedule. This guy puts in a lot of time and energy into these videos, so whenever they're ready, they go out and...
Yeah, I try to basically, it's funny because when I upload them is not when I could publish them, because the processing of these videos, they're like 6, 7, gigs. It takes a long time for them to process. Sometimes I'll upload a video and it won't have the 1080p definition, which is kind of like, I think all you guys are watching it in like 1080, or most of you are. It won't have that ready on most video for about an hour after upload, at least an hour. So sometimes I upload them at like 10 at night, but then I have to wait another hour until I can publish, and just the way it is. YouTube needs to step up their game and help us out a little bit. What's your favorite golf brand? TaylorMade, Under Armour for clothes, and yeah, pretty much top two. It's Scotty for putters.
Have you ever had a hole-in-one before? I've had one. This guy is still working on it.
Still working on it. That's a good way to put it.
Could you stop acknowledging all the "come play here" comments? They will never stop. Come on, David.
That's a good point. We should.
Really?
Yeah. We'd love to play everywhere.
No.
Play with Nate Shot. Love to. Been hitting him up left and right. You guys should hit him up on Twitter for us and just kind of remind him. I'd love to comment in his last video that he uploaded. I think one of his buddies bought a car, and I was like, let's play some golf. throw a thumbs up on that video if you guys do watch him, and just make sure it bubbles up to the top so he can see it. It'd be fun to play with him. He's just 2 hours away, and I already hit him up and told him we'll pay for his round. We'll fly his dad down here from Chicago to play with us, and we'll try to make it as easy as possible for him to get out there. But you know, he's pretty much a big shot on YouTube. He's got almost 3 million, so it's been tough.
But he's from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. We should make it happen, and maybe maybe I should bug him. My mom lives by TPC Sawgrass. Might play there next time I go visit. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely an awesome golf course.
What is your longest drive?
390 in competition.
Mine's like 340 this year. Santa Luz #1. Got the full rollout.
Appreciate the dedications to your high quality videos. Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Marco does such a good job with everything, so you know, you guys should give him a thumbs up just for him uploading it. Torrey Pines or Santa Luz? Ooh,
that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I love them both.
Yeah.
You know, those are 2 great golf courses, so it's good to switch it up, and we have a variety, so we're pretty fortunate.
And Torrey has 2, so you got to take that into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 18s.
They got 2, and the new one's pretty nice.
Yeah. What's your next equipment purchase? I'm done for a while. I feel like everything in the bag is like set up perfect for me. There's nothing that I really want to tinker with. Even the putter, with the new grip that I put on the putter, it feels really good. I made some great putts today with it, and even the ones that I didn't make, I was pretty close to the hole. So yeah, I think I'm good. What about you? Some new irons, maybe some TaylorMades?
Nothing. I'm good. I'm not messing with anything else. I'm gonna stick with what I got.
Do you guys ever play with fans? We're open to it. I think you know, just kind of like we talked about before, it just kind of comes down to like us building that relationship with the fan, you know, and then after that it's pretty much easy. You know, there's a couple guys that we've been chatting with through the channel that we met and have been talking to now months. We text with them and are friends with them basically, and those are people that, you know, even though we've never met them in real life, we would happily go play with them.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles is one of them. Another guy's coming in town actually.
Thomas, we're playing with Thomas. So actually, he's going to be the first guy that we met on the channel that we're going to play with.
We're going to take him out to Santa Luz and play with him. And
are we videoing?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling that week. How I'm feeling that week about videos.
Yeah.
So
we might not.
Open to it.
Yeah, and you know what? Thomas is a really good player. He's a +1.
Yeah.
So, and he's been talking a lot of trash with us. So I feel like he's already one of the guys, and you know, we'll see if he brings his A game to the course. You know, he's acting like he's going to take us both down, and that's not easy to do. So hopefully he brings his A game and a few bucks.
We'll see. We got home court advantage at Santa Luz.
Let's see. How long does one round take with recording and such? About 4 hours.
Yeah,
4 hours and 15 minutes.
It's just the 2 of us. Right.
We played in like 3 hours today.
Yeah.
We could have played in 2.5 if we didn't have anybody in front of us, but you know, us without cameras are the fastest twosome maybe in America. I live on a golf course, so get the pleasure of seeing people's most horrendous shots. Have you guys ever hit a house or broke a window while golfing? Never broke a window.
Yeah.
Actually hit my own house because my parents built a house on number 4 out at Bernardo Heights Country Club. That was the video that we did with the RB high school kids. And we were playing in the hail, actually, me and my buddy Justin, who's been in the videos. And we were the only guys on the course. We snuck on, and it was hailing, literally.
So just
we
like
were
parents,
soaked.
it was the hail.
So, well, I can blame it on whatever I want to blame it on, but I hit one to the right. You know what happens, right?
Yeah.
So I ballooned one out to the right, I slip, and boom, I hit the house that says RB logo golf ball, and it was mine. So, you know, I don't hit a lot of houses, though.
I've hit a lot of houses throughout my golfing career, but recently I've been fortunate enough to avoid a lot of them, so it's been nice.
I'm a professional baseball player that used to hit in college at the University of San Diego, but now I only pitch, so I'm picking up golf. Any tips on converting my baseball swing into a golf swing? Yeah, you know, instead of, you know, first of all, USD is like one of my favorite schools in the world. I'm a preferred vendor there with my limo company. My brother went there, all my friends went there, so I'm a huge fan of USD, so you're probably really good people. With that being said, the baseball swing, you kind of hang back, you know, and you have a lot of weight on your right side. I think you need to stay 50-50. 50-50 and rotate your hips and try and stay really stable. And then when you transfer your weight onto your left side, if you're right-handed, you're going to be about 95% on your left side. So you're not going to have any weight on the back side. You're going to stay 50-50, and then just, it's the same swing, it's just a little more steep. And keep your hands in front of the club face at all times, and with that, you'll become a good golfer.
John's saying he's getting a new rangefinder. Any suggestions? Price doesn't matter. I mean, we use Bushnells. We absolutely love them. They're constantly innovating and coming out with
the
new designs.
one.
The new one is
$500
awesome.
It goes from slope to non-slope, and it's super small and sleek.
The clarity of the picture is awesome. So I would highly recommend the Bushnells. I have mine. It's like the Pro V2 or something. It's probably 2 or 3 years old, and I've had no issues with it. I buy the batteries on Amazon. They're like the weird type of batteries, smaller ones. Just get like a big pack of those, throw them in your bag, so if you ever run out of juice, you're good, and you'll be set, dude.
Tips for anyone trying to start recording golf videos during rounds: just do it.
Just like Mikey said, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just get out there and try.
You're gonna see that you'll make mistakes and you'll mess up, but you'll learn from it, and then you'll get better. And then the next time you do it, the more and better angles you'll get, and just the better recordings you'll get.
Experiment out there, watch videos, but pay attention to videos that you watch with like how they shoot it and the angles that they're getting, and what about that video do you like? Like, is it emotion that it's making? Is it that it's still? Is it the audio that it's really crisp and you can hear them really well? Like, pay attention to those little things in videos and just implement those into your video, and just keep doing that, keep iterating, keep improving, and eventually you'll be creating awesome videos.
What grips do you guys use? Golf Pride for me.
Yeah, I use Golf Pride. I think it's the New Decade, black and white.
What else do you do when not playing golf? A lot of work, and I used to roll around a little bit, jiu-jitsu and a little wrestling, but I'm getting too old for that now, so.
Yeah, I'm doing P90X these days, guys. I started about 2 weeks ago, so I'm feeling great since I started doing that. I'm doing the P90X3, the classic, so that's been fun. Spent a lot of time with the family, just going out, getting dinners, hanging out with my son. He's 2.5, so building Legos with him and just playing with water balloons. We bought this slide that we can blow up in the backyard, and it's like 14 feet tall. It's awesome, and just shoots water, and we'll just go out there, and my wife and I will have a couple of drinks, and he'll play on the slide, and we'll peg each other with water balloons. We just do fun. We just, we're a family and just do the normal stuff, I guess. So other than that, I don't really do any other sports. Used to play a little bit of soccer, kind of like co-ed pickup soccer, but don't have time for that anymore. So yeah.
Everyone go to Nate Shutt's video and like the Golfholics comment. They need to play. Thank you, Eric. I agree. So let's do it.
Who do we have winning the Open? I'm gonna go with Jordan Spieth.
Matt Kuchar.
There we go.
Is it possible to see more clubhouse footage and/or bet columns next to score?
Sorry, what's that?
Is it possible to see more of the clubhouse footage?
Yeah, we can start getting some more clubhouse stuff, maybe. And the bet column, that's not a bad idea. I guess I can just throw that in somewhere. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much more work it adds. I'm trying to get away from like adding too much to these videos, because it's starting to get to a point where like it's getting ridiculous. It's taking just a ridiculous amount of time to edit them. So we'll see, maybe.
Fran asked, who is the most famous person that I've had in my limo?
That's a good question.
I don't know a lot of famous people. Nick Jonas was in the limo. I actually had to Google him and find out if that was actually him, but I guess he's pretty famous, so Nick Jonas.
Elon's trying to catch me up saying I have a booger in my nose.
Yeah, that's not funny, dude.
Did I get it?
Chris Baker asked, ever had to call someone out on their score outside of friendly badgering? Yes.
High school kids, right?
Yeah, I'm really big on reporting correct scores, and if you report an incorrect score, you're going to be suspended the first time. Second time, you get a year suspension, and a third time, a lifetime. So if you can't add, you can't play golf, and unfortunately, very few kids have ever tested that theory, but a couple have, and they learn their lesson. I think a lot of kids are new to the game and they don't understand penalties and stuff like that, so we went over it a couple more times and made sure that everybody's on board.
So Dr. Tricky's saying, could we add someone else to the Golfholics squad?
Sorry, Dr. Tricky. I think this is a two-man show, and our partnership is unique and unlike anything else. And to be completely honest, I don't think a lot of people can be around us. Period.
Yeah, I think Luke, you make a good point about kind of showing some of the build-up, like traveling on the course, showing the entrance to it and stuff like that. I totally agree with you. I think a lot of the not the other golf videos, but a lot of bloggers do this really well when they're trying to tell a story, and that's show the lead up, show you getting there, packing, preparing. I think those are all really good ideas. I think we've kind of gotten into a certain way of doing it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best way. So do appreciate the input, and Mike and I can talk about it and see if we want to start doing that.
You guys ever do match play? Yes, we do a lot of match play.
Yeah.
Mostly match play. Today we did stroke play, but
that didn't work out so well for me.
I think match play is more fair, just so that it keeps both of us entertained. If somebody has a blow up,
Would you do a live vlog on a course, a hole or two? It's hard with this camera, but we did it on Instagram. So if you check out our Instagram and follow us on there, if you see a live stream popping up, we're pretty much going to be on a golf course and showing you every shot, talking smack. You guys can see pretty much raw how we are out there, and we love doing it because it's so easy. All we have to do is fire this thing up and go. So follow us on there if you guys want to see some of the live streams.
Jalen stopped trolling us. He said, seriously, both of you are great. Yeah, so all the trolls, not you, Jalen, but that have left some negative comments or whatever, we're going to most likely delete you. So, if you can't say something positive or has it like constructive criticism, then you're out.
We've adopted a one strike rule where like
if we see someone,
if we see someone leaving a trolling comment, they're pretty much just getting banned instantly because we want to keep the stuff in the comments clean. If you have constructive criticism, that's totally get that. Like, people can have their opinions, but if it's just something super negative and insulting, we just have no tolerance. So you're kind of going to be wasting your time if you do that.
Someone said that they're a pro at, I think it's GCU course. Yeah, hit us up, shoot us a message. Played high school golf and I had problems with cheating and scoring. So what do you do to fix this?
It's a tough one.
So in my opinion, I think the coaches have not taken responsibility for it. The kids don't know any better. And I've gotten multiple compliments from multiple coaches saying that my kids report accurate scores. So as a coach, I think the kids reflect upon me. So I try to teach them how important it is and explain to them that obviously the penalties, how it works and everything else. And even then, sometimes that doesn't work. But then it comes down to the kid, and there's not enough penalties for the kids. I feel like some of the kids threatened to, we had a kid that literally dropped a golf ball, said he didn't. 3 people saw him drop a golf ball. We DQ'd him from the tournament. The kid came back to the CIF, said they're going to sue CIF to put him back into the tournament. So CIF put him back in the tournament and basically said cheaters are allowed. So unfortunately, it's kind of a problem all around. But hopefully the kids have a higher ethics when it comes to reporting the score. But unfortunately, if the coach isn't preaching it, then I kind of blame him.
Yeah, and the other kids in that group too, and they need to pay attention, and everyone needs to hold each other accountable too, and make it known.
It's unfortunate because it's not a level playing field for the kids who are playing correct. So, the coach that I mentioned earlier, Tim, his team is really good with that also, but he's a coach that emphasizes it and teaches the kids. And I think the coaches that do that, the kids represent that school and that team really well. And for me, I'm just happy that my kids do the right thing, and that's all I can control. But if they see something, I let them know to let the coach know in the group, or let myself know, don't sign the scorecard, and we can discuss it afterwards. But there's been multiple times that I've seen cheating and they've gotten away with it, which I'm kind of disgusted by, to be completely honest. But we got to teach these kids kind of a lesson. I guarantee you they would learn it if something happened to them where they got disqualified.
So Spencer saying, is Marco playing at the Santa Luz Championship this weekend? I am not. I think the only Santa Luz related thing that I'm doing is going to be in September. It's the member guest. It's like a 3-day tournament. Mike and I are going to be playing in that, and it's going to be our first time. Cannot wait. God, they do like best ball. They do, I think, like Chapman. They do like some stroke play. There's a bunch of different stuff going on in there, and it's like a 3-day event. Pretty much half the guys in there, I've heard, like will shoot themselves out of it because they'll just get belligerent on the golf course. They're just out there to have fun, but there'll be a good amount of guys that are in there to win it, so it should be a lot of fun. Can't wait. Thoughts on Ping? No love for Ping.
I love Ping. I think Ping is a great brand. It was one of the first brands that I used. It was a little offset. It helped me with my draw, to be completely honest, that and Callaway. So I love Ping.
I used to play Ping irons. I liked them a lot, but I don't know why we went away from them. I don't know. You just stick to what you know and what you like, and lately it's been TaylorMade.
Bass Fishing said, made my high school team today. Any tips?
Congrats, dude.
Yeah, good job first of all, and just lay low if you're new to the team. Let the team come to you, and if you've been on the team for a little bit, then you can voice your opinion. But if you're a freshman, just keep it down a little bit. I think Brooklyn just farted. and she walked away. She cropped us.
Eric said, could you guys possibly open your DMs on Twitter? I have connections and some courses. I think you just need to send us a direct message, right? Or do we need to follow you back? You said open them. Okay, I'll look into that. I think we're doing it wrong. Maybe we need to make it so everyone can communicate with us. Eric, I will fix that today so we can get in touch.
Marco, what do you think has been the biggest reason for your improvement from Ryan?
I think it's just been the consistent playing that I've been getting. I used to play twice a month, and now it's been at least once a week. So just getting out there, playing more has definitely helped. Getting that fitting at TaylorMade, I think, made a big difference with my iron play, and confidence, of course. Like once you start playing better, you see that your handicap trending down. You can recall some good shots that you hit, especially with like short game and stuff like that. It just gives you confidence to play better, and you start believing in yourself, honestly. And now, I want to play Mike straight up, even though like I lost today, but I've had rounds where I beat him straight up, and those are the things that I focus on, is just the positives from past performances, and I try to incorporate that in. So
I think his golf course IQ has really increased dramatically. Talking through shots. Just going through the routine, he just matured as a golfer. I think the reps and everything has really helped him. And like you said, playing more, learning more. The more you play, the more you practice, the better you get.
Vincent, feel free to send over your resume. We're not really hiring right now, but we are always looking out for good media buyers. So if you're in that space, do shoot over your resume, and it's Marco@socialholicnetwork.com.
Jalen said he apologized for not trolling. I think you two are great. Don't worry, Jalen, you're not banned.
That's all right. Even if you troll us, we're gonna just jab back.
Hey, you can talk smack with us as long as it's in a friendly fashion. We're okay with it. But
yeah, like the booger comment, that's fine.
Yeah,
I think I got it right.
Yeah.
I gave one of these. I don't know if you saw it. That's all right.
Oh, I missed it. That would have been great. I wish I would have. You were too smooth. Teeing off at the open wind is blowing into you. What do you do to your driver or iron placement or power? I keep it the same. I might tee down the ball just a tiny bit more just to keep it down a fraction, but I don't change too much when it comes to, because you don't practice that ever, so why would you do it on the golf course? So been playing a lot lately, striking the ball well, just can't score. Any tips? Chipping and putting. You can hit the ball great, but if you can't chip and putt, you're not going to score. So spend a little more time on the putting green. It's not as glamorous, but you know what? If you're a good putter and you cut back on your strokes on the green, you're going to save yourself a lot of rounds.
Do we have our logo on our golf bags? No, we don't. We haven't gotten that far with it. We did get a trademark though.
Boom.
Oh, fun fact.
Yeah. Take that, tour sauce.
You're the best golf vlogs out there, period. Appreciate that, Steven. You've been a loyal follower of the fan, and we really appreciate guys like you, and there's a lot of you in this room that we're thankful for. So again, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys sticking around with us, and I know the uploads haven't been coming as frequently, but we'll have more coming. So
David said, you both are developing a beautiful niche in the golf vlog community. The aerial shots combined with the music are fantastic. Thank you, David. That means a lot to us. So Marco does a fantastic job with his drone. I don't know if you saw
It's
the last
fun.
video, like the SDCC video, where he would time the music where it would be a beat, and then he'd fast forward the drone, and then it'd come on to the next spot. I thought it was amazing.
I'm a creative guy, you know, so like doing stuff like that, I get the most pleasure out of. You know, the rest of the round, it's, you know, it's fun, but it's a lot of repetition. We're gonna hit this shot, put the score on there. So when I get to be kind of creative with the intros, I really enjoy that, just because that's kind of what got me into cinematography and film and all these things. So it's nice that I have a place to, you know, flex that muscle, if you will.
All right, 2 more questions. Pre-game warm-up question mark. Need some tips on that.
I mean, if we don't have a lot of time, we usually try to just roll some putts, because we're gonna hit most of our shots on the putting green. If we do have time, we'll go out and hit, you know, this guy hits like 12 balls and then he shuts it down. He does not like to hit a lot of balls. I'll hit a little bit more, depending on how I'm swinging it. And then we usually go to the putting green after that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we don't get too crazy out there. We'll play for some bucks sometimes in the putting greens right away.
Yeah, putting, chipping, it helps us focus up a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Favorite club in the bag? For me, it's gotta be the driver right now. So how about you?
Favorite club in the bag? Probably my lob wedge, 60 degree. You have to read it all.
All right, FYI, make sure you guys don't give too much advice. Brendan from BBG lost his amateur status because of it. It's okay. We're not playing in any tournaments or doing anything.
Yeah.
Have you seen the comments about you on Rick and Pete's channel? You can't please everyone. No, I
haven't.
No.
What are they saying? Yeah, I mean, I guess we should check them out.
What video, and we'll take a look.
Yeah, drop a link down below. I haven't been reading them. I noticed in some of the comments, in one of Pete's, I saw someone said, good music. It looks like you're, you know, doing what Golfholics are doing or something to that. So haven't seen any of the negative ones.
Maybe we'll stay on for another minute or 2. Can you teach BBG, Peter Finch, and Rick Shields how to film golf vlogs? Love those guys too, but your format is so much cleaner and fun to watch. Brian, you can thank Marco for that.
I don't know. It's you have to have a passion for film and cinematography. Like when I do these, it's not just about the golf or just shooting it and throwing it up there. Like we don't do as many videos, so we have more time to edit them. When we go to shoot them, we try to be conscious of the angles that we're getting. Like I'm on Mike all the time if he's like doing it wrong, especially in the beginning. I mean, he did a great job of just learning how to use the cameras and you know, learning how to stand in the right spots. But I personally take pride in the way that we shoot these videos, so I always appreciate the comments where you guys do recognize that. For them, I think it just depends on how they want to do it. So if, you know, they want to keep doing it the way they're doing it, or if they have an interest in kind of changing it and making it cleaner or whatever, it's up to them. But we're just going to keep going down the path that we're on, because I think it's pretty good. So. And
I really like Peter Finch and Rick Shields' style. They're really good in their industry and their niche. Our niche is a little bit different than theirs, so it's, you know, going to be a little bit, you know, just, you know, different. So, but I like how they do things, and I recommend anyone to watch them if they're trying to learn golf. And I think they're really good teachers, and you know, they have a really good philosophy. So I recommend them. Patrick said Adam Ayer's got his TP5s, sounds like, and I haven't received mine yet. Send me a message. Are you the one in Ohio? If you are, then I am sending them out tomorrow. I apologize.
Ever played blades? Isaac's asking. I used to play them in high school like an idiot. I was definitely not good enough to be playing blades, and it absolutely hurt my scores, but you know, I just didn't really know better. So what about you?
I did play blades when I was in college. I was a really good golfer then. I think I was like a +3 at the time. So yeah, they worked well for me when I was good. The uploads have slowed down, but the quality shot through the roof. I think you guys have figured out how to keep us all hooked on the vlogs. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate that. And yeah, Marco appreciates that too.
Definitely appreciate it. All right, guys, I think we're gonna end it right here. We're past the hour mark that we're trying to stick to, but again, thank you for joining us. We'll be back on next Thursday. After next Thursday, I'm leaving to go to Europe to visit my dad and to do a little vacationing, so I'm gonna be gone for a couple weeks. So are you planning on doing the live stream by yourself then?
I can.
I mean, I don't mind giving you the equipment and stuff. Okay, so Mike will be doing the live streams.
Actually, I'm not going to be able to do the live stream.
Okay.
It's going to be way too much for me.
So we might be taking a little live stream
Plus,
break the week after next, but I just want to let you guys know right now that you know, that's coming up. So who won the money today? Gosh, it's hard not to answer these, but this guy did. He beat me down today. He shot 71, so he won all the money. Anyways, guys, we'll see you for the next one. Hope you all have a good weekend. Later.